Hello, my friends. Today I'm going to share with you and sort of review and demo a innovative and beautifully designed new LED light that I've recently received from my friends over at PhotoVision. So come down here with me. It is the Falcon Eyes RX-18 TDX II, and it is a roll flex LED light. This thing is crazy. So I fell in love with this light the very first time I set it up, the very first time I used it, and I saw so many possibilities and different things I could do with it. So I just wanted to share it with you guys as an option. So you know it is an option as a light that you could use for an indoor shot, like a studio style setup, or even an outdoor shot, just kind of like to fill in the shadows. I do a lot of the kind of studio setup shots outside, and I could not do them without the help of my softbox lights, which are a little bit different, but they're really not that different. They provide the same sort of like fill-in lighting to complement the sun. Now, if you haven't yet invested in any sort of studio lights, then make it a priority and a goal for 2021, because it is just so much easier to get the shot you need if you have proper lighting and you're not relying on the sun or a window or things that might be changing or things that might dictate what kind of background you're going to use. If you've got proper softbox lights to light your face, you're not only going to get a gorgeous glow, you're going to be able to move them around into different places, which is super convenient. And I've got a lot of different lights, but the reason I incorporated this fourth light into this setup particularly is this is a green screen setup, as I'm filming some commercials for an orthodontic practice. So I am the on-camera talent and also the producer of it all. So one thing I learned when I first started doing this green screen stuff is that you need 4 lights at minimum for a green screen setup, because the screen needs to be lit equally on both sides by 2 lights, and then the subject needs to be lit by 2 lights. You don't always need 2 lights, but commercial lighting is usually more flat, so you've got kind of light coming from all around, and it's very important to have a good key light and a good fill light. And I'm using a softbox light as a key and the flex LED as a fill light. Now, I know that video lighting can be confusing, especially nowadays with so many different types of both incandescent or the bulb lights and LED lights. They're making new LED lights, it seems like every month there's something new on the market. And it used to be that LEDs were just like these fun little decorative things, or they were like used for these like panels just to give you a little bit of light, but they weren't ever like a main light source. But nowadays they're making like these single light source LED lights. This one here, the Falcon Eyes P12, I use as well, and I talked about it a little bit in this video. And I'm no lighting pro, but I definitely knew that in advance. That's gonna give you that clean, bright look that you get from the sun. And full disclosure, the Amazon seller PhotoVision sent me this light for review, but there are Amazon sellers wanting to send me things for review constantly, and I usually decline those offers, because unless it's something that I really think you guys would benefit from learning about, I'm not going to share it with you. Like, I'm not going to do a review simply because I need something. It's easier for me to just go out and buy something if I think I need it. But in this case, it was just so unique and interesting, and I thought you guys would really want to know about it, especially if you are traveling with your lights, because let's be honest, the old incandescent bulbs are cool and they're nice and they work and they're cheap-ish, but dragging them around is a real pain, and I would never want to actually travel with bulbs. So an LED light like this that is big enough and powerful enough, and like you can travel with it without having to worry about it breaking, is just amazing. So let me dig into this. I'm gonna actually kind of like break this thing down and show it to you, and I will explain all the details of the amazing Flex LED roll light. Okay, so you saw in the intro why I'm saying it is such a beautiful light, not meaning the light that it casts necessarily, but the light itself, which is irrelevant. But you can really see that when the diffuser is removed, although you do want to use the diffuser probably if you are lighting your face. So let me take this off. So it's this super strong Velcro that creates a nice tight seal. This whole piece comes off, and then the way the light's being held on the light stand is via this you know, L mount magic arm bracket sort of thing that goes from the light stand over to the light. And then it just connects right there. And the light support system itself, to keep it from just, you know, being floppy or rolling up when you don't want it to, is this kind of X bracket thing, which is really cool. It's really, really sturdy and also just like super easy to pop in and pop out, and it folds up quite nicely as well. Really solid, strong piece of gear for sure. All right, so the control box can attach to the side of the light stand. It comes with this awesome bracket, and it attaches via this V-mount battery system. So what you can do is get a V-mount battery, which I do not have, which I need to get, and then use, you know, instead of plugging it in, you can really make it portable and just use a battery to power the thing. But you can also use this to just kind of pop it there on the light stand for easy access. And I love that I can just like flop this thing around. It's so light too. It's just, I mean, it's just so portable and you don't have to worry about it breaking. And I love that. Okay, so we're gonna check out some of these scene modes that we have as an option. Okay, so that is a lightning. There's even a little lightning bolt. This one is called candle, paparazzi, strobe, oh my gosh. This one is called high-low beam, and it really does have an interesting way of kind of looking like a car light. This is hazard. And my favorite, warm breathing. No, that's not my favorite. I've never had a need for the effect of warm breathing, but I have had a need for the effect of a TV. 2 times in the last year, I've had a need for this, and I've questioned, like, how do people get that look? So the commercial I told you about that I filmed recently was for a tablet. And at one point we're like watching a movie on the tablet. And we did use a little panel light in front of the tablet to just light our faces. But I was like, how do they get that like flickering effect? So I just had my husband kind of like wiggle his finger in front of the panel light. And that seemed to work. But I don't know. How does this look? Does it look like I'm watching a movie? I think it's also pretty useful just that you can bend and shape the light, because there are all of these little tiny lights versus like one big bulb or something that can not be bent. You can kind of just throw it around, bend it around, and there's a way that you can actually, well, it's not a way, you just do it. You just roll it into like a cylinder like this. They had it in the picture on Amazon, a cylinder, and I guess you could light up like a corner, the corner of a room or something like that. So it's just super versatile. There's so many different things you can do with it. And, oh my gosh, the final thing, it is waterproof. Like, yeah, the light is waterproof. The control box is not waterproof. They did tell me that, but the light is waterproof. So bottom of a pool, bottom of the ocean, I don't know. And it's actually like tested, certified, waterproof. Yeah, so I think a light like this is a fantastic investment. Super versatile, super portable. It's just, I mean, it would be a great first light, you know, instead of a softbox. I mean, it is still a softbox because it comes with a softbox. That thing that I took off earlier, let me show that to you. Okay, so here's the softbox. It just pops right on top. And there are some really complicated softboxes in the world. This is not one of them. This is like a really easy to set up one. It's just got these 2 like spring poles, and you just pop them in and then pop it on with the Velcro. That is a lot more convenient than a lot of softboxes out there. So that diffuses the light, but even without it being diffused, I think because it's so dispersed, the little, you know, pieces of light, that it's pretty soft. It's pretty diffused. So either way, and I mean, this thing could just be decorative. Like I would just hang this up as decoration. It's a little expensive for a decoration. All right, so I gotta show you most importantly how it breaks down and how it packs up, because it's a great little carrying case. Carrying cases are important to me. I've learned over the years, because when I have to store things, I want them to look nice, be held together well, and also travel well. So this is the carrying case breakdown process, really super cool. So leave me a comment, guys. Let me know what you think of this light and what else you would like to see on the channel in the coming months. I'm gonna have some holiday gift guide kind of product review content more of this type of stuff coming up. So let me know if you enjoy it, and if there's something else you would like to see, let me know that as well. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I'm Alicia, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.